relax, and outdoor adventures, and another episode of the Slingshot RoundTable. Tonight, talking to two gentlemen that I have never actually met in person before, but we have chatted quite a bit back and forth. Both of these gentlemen I have with. So I'm going to let them go ahead and introduce themselves. Chris, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Hi, Chris. I got first time here with you guys. It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me over. Really didn't prepare anything to say. I kind of started slingshotting. Oh boy, that's great.
That's good content, man.
Yeah. That's put me on the spot, Don. All right then. How about we move over to the next guy while I do get this right?
All right, Leon, go ahead and introduce yourself, and be sure to plug your social media, whatever platforms you want to.
I'm just Leon. I got a YouTube channel, Squatch Shot, on there. Instagram, Squatch Shot, and so is TikTok. And then I have a Squatch Creations page on Facebook.
Okay, cool. And you,
so I'm all over the platform.
You were mentioning as we were chatting before we started recording, you said that you do paracord work.
Oh yeah, I make hold on, I'll grab one. This is what I've got known for, is making these lanyards for on your slingshot.
Okay.
They just slide over your wrist and then go on your slingshot in case you drop it or your hand lets loose so it don't hit you in the face. But yeah, that's what I got known for.
Okay, I got interested in that a couple of years ago, and I bought a bunch of paracord. I bought a bunch of those tools that you use, the little needles and stuff for it, which I used quite a bit making, and that's mostly what I made was lanyards.
One of these.
Yeah, but I bought a whole little pouch with a bunch of those different things in it.
Cool. Good.
Oh no, has it got all that kind of stuff in it?
Yeah, the cool stuff, it's inside it. All the little needles that you use to thread the paracord through with.
Yeah.
These all inside it.
Okay, yeah, and mine just all came in a little pouch. But
yeah,
I really enjoyed doing that stuff. But every time I did it, I ended up getting a big glob of melted paracord on my hand or in my beard or something else. But that's all I ever did with it was make lanyards. But then I had a lot of fun doing that. So you do you have those up on your Facebook or?
Yeah, on my Squatch Creations page, I post some that I make. You can send me a picture of your slingshot, and I will try to match it with what I have as close as I can, and I get pretty good at it.
Okay, yeah, I'll have you make me one. I made some.
Here's 3 different different ones. This one's here's OD camo. Yeah. And this guy had a green and white one, and then this is just brown and white.
Those are nice. You're good at that. Your braids are really tight. Mine look slightly better than my elementary school craft projects and the stuff my grandma taught me how to crochet, you know. But yeah, I had fun doing it. So Chris, you are Chris Rodriguez, and you and I have never met, but we've chatted before, back and forth a little bit. And go ahead and plug your social media and all that.
Well, I just got a YouTube channel, Papa Shorty's RC. It's RC related, but not really active. It's kind of one of those projects I was doing just for my own, for fun. And I got into RCs and I wanted to record them. I used to have we talked about it. I had a photography studio, and I tied that into RCs. The hobbies of everything. I heard, oh boy, I'm drawing a blank now, but I heard you guys were into lock picking, or one of you guys on one of the previous chats was into that.
Coin worker, yeah.
Coin, yeah, that's right. Coin worker, yeah.
I guess Nathan Masters is into it as well.
And there was just a lot of similarities that drew my attention to, the RoundTable. It wasn't just slingshots. It was just that you guys were talking about everything from cameras to lock picking to you know.
And that's
So it just seemed like a real cool place to come meet different people, different hobbies.
well, and that's kind of why. So you guys are the first guys that I've had on here that I've not met in person, and I was kind of having that. I don't know if you have to call it a policy in place, but I was just picking people that I had already met because it was kind of something I was testing out, and I didn't know if anybody would enjoy it or whatever. I knew I had fun doing it, but several people reached out and said it would be fun to come on and talk. And you two in particular, I don't know, I'm not going to say you're the most persistent, but I had the most interaction with you two guys, you know what I mean? And we talked about other things. Chris, you and I talked about cameras a little bit and stuff. And actually, that's something when the weather, it's just been, I call it horrible because I hate snow. But it's been horrible here for, geez, I feel like 6 months, but it's probably only been about 2 weeks.
No, this has been like the first real snow we've gotten this season.
Now, where are you? I wasn't sure about that.
I'm central Pennsylvania up in the mountains.
Okay, so you're in Pennsylvania as well, right?
Yeah, Leon? I'm 2 hours from the
No, Leon's
I'm right down by
Pennsylvania as well.
Holliesburg, Altoona.
Oh, no way. Oh man, I'm over Riddlesburg. Yeah. Oh, we're neighbors.
You're not far away.
No, I think I've seen some of your stuff before. Man, we might have to get together.
So Leon, now one of you told me, or maybe both of you told me, that you have been to the East Coast tournament?
No, I'm going this year.
You're going this year. Leon, you have been?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought so. So I am going to try with everything I have to get to Pennsylvania this year for the East Coast tournament. We actually just booked a trip that we've been planning on for a long time to London, actually, and it's 2 weeks before the tournament, and we're going to stay there for a week and a half. And actually, we're coming home that Wednesday before because I'm going to try to get to the tournament, but we'll see how the logistics go and getting all that time off of work and stuff because I haven't cleared any of that yet. But I am still going to try to get there because that's one that I've missed every year, and every year something comes up. But I really hope I can get there. So Chris, you're gonna go to that this year.
Oh yeah, definitely going. I mean, it's only I think maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away.
It's an hour and 20 minutes from me.
Yeah, so there's no reason why I shouldn't go.
The hop with a skip.
I'm not shooting at any kind of competitive level, but there's no way to get better unless you're around people that are doing it too.
Well, and it's not even about that. It's really this. No. It's this. This is what the tournaments are. I mean, you go out and you compete and you do it on your own pace. At least it's the ones I've been to. I mean, I haven't been to a ton.
Oh yeah, East Coast it's just as you want to. You grab somebody to score you and you go do it when you're ready.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, I mean, I don't play golf, but it seems kind of like a golf scrambler or whatever they call those things. It's just kind of going out and having fun. And there is a little competition going on there, but the only person I'm competing with is myself. If I do better than I did before, and I had fun, that's the most important thing. Then I won, and there can be 50 winners if you approach it like that. But I think most people do. Unless they keep it inside, most people that I've experienced there are not like super competitive. It's fun.
More just get together with people.
Yeah, it's about as competitive as a game of darts at a bar,
no, that's one I'm not gonna.
Well, I don't know, maybe for some guys, but for me, that's fun, and that's what this is.
Dangerous. I'm not good at them.
So, how far are you guys from Hocking Hills?
Ooh, that's like, I think it's like 6 hours.
6?
Yeah, 6.5, 7 hours.
That's a day trip.
A day trip? Okay. Well, then you guys need to come over there. I I think I can definitely make that one because it's about 5 hours for me, I think. And
When's that one taking place?
it's like the third week of September usually.
Oh,
I
okay.
think they've already got the dates posted.
That's plenty of time to plan.
Slingshotcalendar.com.
I was gonna try to make it last year until my elbow went out and I had to have surgery on it, and then that was it.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Well, how's that doing?
I just finally got back in working condition.
What
that's
do
good.
you
Yeah.
what kind of work do you do?
Truck driving.
Truck driving?
Yep.
Long haul or
Right now it's just short.
oh
But
well, yeah,
before
probably.
I went out, it was I was gone 2 weeks
Okay.
at a
I've
time.
always I've always thought I would enjoy driving a truck. I used to work for a utility company and I used to do a lot of day trips and occasionally, if there was some storm damage, we had to go help clean up or something. We'd go for weeks at a time, but that wasn't real often. But I always enjoyed, even if you were just there working and you didn't have time to see, I just enjoyed being on the road and seeing other terrains and what other places look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah. The one thing that I do love about here is definitely the terrain. As far as the country. Wait, I was thinking about something else. I went off topic. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'll dolphin out and I'll start talking about something else that I'm having a separate conversation at the same time as everybody else, and it's part of that whole.
I thought we were still in the same conversation. We were talking.
Oh no, I was thinking about
terrain.
something completely else. I'll pick up on a word and drift off somewhere. I apologize for that.
No, it's all good.
No, we were just talking about driving trucks. I used to my previous job to the one I have now. I worked on a dock. I kind of ran the shipping and receiving department of a satellite campus of a much bigger building. So there
Okay.
was only a couple of us there. So, but I really enjoyed even talking to those drivers. They were just regional drivers that would come down from Chicago for the day and stuff. And I was like, "Hey, what was the city like this morning? How was the traffic and stuff?" And I just think it's neat to have that be part of your job to go from one place to the other and get to see different things. But a lot of the drivers I've talked to are like, yeah, it's not that thrilling. You don't get to see anything but the highway.
Yeah.
You drive the same
But
route a few times then.
Yeah. Chris, what do you do? What kind of work do you do?
Well, I was in the service for 7 years. I got out, did some factory work, then moved over to the medical field for 13 years as anesthesia tech.
Okay.
Then opened a studio, moved to West Virginia for a management position, and ended up in Pennsylvania. And I just stay at home dad now.
Now you said open up a studio or photography
Oh,
studio.
yeah. I
Okay,
did that
because
for a while. And while I was working in anesthesia, I only worked like 3 days a week. So I
yeah,
had time to keep the studio open. I did both of those for a while. Then after
that's
a while, the reason I got into it because I really loved photography. But when it became a job, I love doing weddings and portraits and stuff like that. But when it came to doing family jobs and stuff like that, which kept the doors open, didn't like it. I was like, you know what? This is killing my passion for the hobby. I
it's
don't want it. So I just closed the doors and
funny how
forget it.
money can suck the joy out of things.
Oh yeah. Now
definitely.
I would have to fly from North Carolina to New York or Texas because that's where the big weddings paid off at. About 4 or 5 grand a wedding. North Carolina, I couldn't get anything like that. And then I had to keep the doors open in between. It wasn't worth it.
So, talking about photography and experience and stuff, I was watching some of your videos with your RC trucks, and I guess it's more than just trucks, but
Yeah,
in particular, I think it was one of your latest ones. It was blue.
that was a blue truck. Yeah.
Yeah, blue truck. I couldn't tell if it was a Ford or what it was.
No, that's just a generic body.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking at some of your camera angles as it came over some of the rocks and stuff, and I could tell you had some experience with some of your
Oh.
angles and stuff. So
Yeah, those things that's about 2 hours worth of filming right there.
yeah,
A couple
I'll bet.
minutes. And that's only
are they-
about 20 feet worth of rocks. And had to make it look like a whole scene.
Are they
Yeah.
rock crawling trucks?
Yep. Rock crawlers and trail trucks.
I don't know
Yeah,
much
I used to
about.
be into that stuff, and I
Did you?
hung it up. And I got back into slingshots, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
what
no,
I'm for now.
I go out walking with my rock crawlers. I bring my slingshot with me.
Right.
Yeah, I as I was watching your videos, I kind of got the bug there for a second, but then I shook myself out of it because the last thing I need is one more hobby that costs
Oh no,
money.
that's not that's a bad hobby. It's too expensive.
Yeah. Oh,
I got
light.
scale tractor and trailer, 2 of them that I keep going, and that is an expensive
Yeah,
little thing to do.
it is. It's cool. Yeah, they're great, man. You get into them, but oh, they'll suck your wallet dry.
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah.
looked like a lot of fun. I'm
Nah,
gonna-
yeah, so I keep a couple and I keep them running. When they break, I fix them. I'm not one of those that goes out and buys them and buys them and buys them. I just can't afford that.
try to readjust some lights here. I lost one of my lights. I don't know if that makes a difference. No, it makes it look like a horror movie.
It's ambiance.
All right, it'll have to work. So lost my train of thought because of all that. So you guys are fairly close together then in
I think we're
Pennsylvania, I
about
take
20
it.
minutes apart.
I'm
Yeah.
okay. I'm not super familiar with Pennsylvania other than the major city that I've driven through there a few times, but yeah, I don't know where some of the smaller towns are.
Oh yeah, I'm about the smallest town you can find. I think it literally just became a town. It was when I moved up here, it was just considered a village. There was only
Okay.
200 people.
Okay.
Literally up in the mountains in the middle of.
So that was my next question. So you guys you're near the mountains at least? Chris?
Oh yeah, I'm right up in it's a Broad Top Mountain.
Okay.
It's just me and then the state hunting grounds are across the street from me. There's a river in front of my house.
Yep.
Mountains in the back.
You're right up by my brother.
Ah, who's that?
He lives up in Carrolltown.
I'm not sure where Carrolltown is. I'm up in Riddlesburg.
So do you
you're
know,
right by Broad Top.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Chris, have you
Yeah.
been able to get with any other slingers and shoot in person then?
Nah, it's
Well,
been
see,
just
now
me.
you got some connections right there.
Now I got a hookup. Yeah.
Right there in the area. Speaking of connections, you guys can exchange information if you want to, and
But you're on Facebook, aren't you?
I am. I
Chris?
think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find you on there.
I don't. Am I friends with you on Facebook, Chris? Because I've been communicating with you through email because I wasn't sure. I didn't even know what your
I
last
am
name
on
was.
Facebook. I hardly ever get on it. I mean, I even have one from my page.
Okay.
It'll be easier to find me through my YouTube page than my name because it's like super common.
Well, and that's what you and I've just been emailing back and forth. But
Yeah.
when we stop recording, I want to get your guys' address
Yeah, yeah.
because I'll send you guys my daughter for Christmas surprised me with a whole envelope full of try to hold them up Axum Outdoor Adventure stickers.
I'll
that's
definitely
cool.
display it.
So yeah, that was so sweet of her. She just surprised me with those. I had no idea, and so
Yeah,
I
I
was
finally got stickers made for my
Oh,
channel too.
It'll be the second sticker to go on my
all
Slingshot.
right. Okay, yeah.
All right.
So I want one of those, and then I was gonna show these. Luke was saying he may be able to come on here earlier tonight, but he was not able to. But Luke sent me some cool.
Those are
hit
cool.
Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, I love his logo.
Did he
Yeah.
send you some of his dad's stickers too?
he did. That was what I was gonna hold up next. So got me some Uncle Larry
That
sticker.
sticker is cool right there.
If I could hold it right. There,
Oh, that's cool.
Uncle Larry, Slingshot Wizard. So
Yeah.
those are awesome. Does
I don't have any
Larry
stickers, but I'll put my name on some masking tape and I'll send that over.
that works. Does
See, what I'm
Larry
leaning on right here on my little table is my
oh cool.
background to my shorts. All usually my little sticker board.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
got a pile
cool.
of stickers from a lot of people in there.
That's cool. Yeah, I got stickers on my computer and some on my my guitar case, and then I don't know. I don't have them centralized in one place, but I never get tired of stickers. Matter of fact, I just peeled all the stickers off of my
Uh-oh.
well, not all of them. I peeled all the ones that were like
Yeah, I
looking
do the same
cruddy
thing
and
with my cup.
nasty. Yeah, so it basically ended up being all of them because it was in pretty rough shape. But that was one of the things I did for the new year. But Chris, you were talking about photography. Do you still shoot at all, just for fun or anything?
Just for myself.
Do you? What kind
And
of camera do you have?
um, well, I still got an old Canon T2i. I kept my old pro camera, which is a old Canon SD1. It's so heavy, I never even bring it out. Most of the time, I just shoot with an old Canon F1 film camera.
Okay, I'm not real familiar with the Canon models. I know some of
So
the better, but are those
the SD1
DSLRs?
is just big clunky metal ones.
Is that a DSLR?
Yeah. Those are
Okay.
both DSLRs. But I do
Cool.
have a regular 35 mil, which is what I mostly shoot with these days.
Yeah. I've kind of I've thought that that would be a fun rabbit hole to go down. And I took photojournalism in high school. That was a class they offered at my high school, and I loved that. You got to use the old Pentax K1000s and use
Yeah, those are great
yeah,
cameras.
and develop your own film and stuff. And that was so much fun. And I was looking on Amazon. You can buy the darkroom equipment. I think you can set a whole darkroom up for like $500.
Yeah.
But
It's
it's
not that
just
expensive nowadays.
again, it's just one less hobby that I need to be
Yeah,
spending money.
even just printing from digital is it's a whole other thing. You need a special printer, special paper.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's fun. It's a fun rabbit hole. I thought it's kind of interesting too because I've encountered several slingshotters that are interested in photography, and I thought it's kind of funny that it's kind of the inverse of slingshots, I guess. Instead of shooting something this way, you're shooting something and capturing it, but
Yeah,
you're still looking at the
you're still aiming.
yeah, you're still looking at the angles and stuff. So um
Um, about that photography. Oh darn it! Never mind. It escaped my mind. So,
oh, that's all right. I do that all the time.
I
Um
just, did you say you learned crocheting?
well, I was just kind of making a joke, but yeah, actually, my grandma, back in the, how old are you guys? I know I'm older than you.
I just turned 49.
Okay, well, okay, I'm 51, so I'm not a whole lot older
Yeah.
than you.
I'm the young pup in the group. I
I
turned
figured,
39 on the 27th.
ain't a gray hair in that beard,
Eh.
at least not that I can see.
Oh,
I,
there's gray hair everywhere.
so when I worked in West Virginia and I was managing a company, I actually managed a
Oh,
beard
really?
care product company. And I entered a few competitions and I won a couple competitions. But it's been a while. You can't maintain it. It's expensive to maintain that thing.
So I started having a gray streak.
This stuff works
Oh,
good.
hey, I'm glad you
Yeah.
held that. I'm glad you held that up, Leon, because I was watching one of your videos, one of your lives, and you were talking about some kind of wax for using on your hands for cracked hands and stuff. And
Oh, yeah, I can grab it. Just give me a
well,
second. I'll grab it.
there was one of them you mentioned in particular that I think you said it was tea tree.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it was pine tar. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Because
I got all kinds of wax.
I love pine tar.
Oh, my. Where's that one? There's that one. I'm like a wax fanatic. I got it everywhere in here. But this stairs here is made out of pine tar. Guy on Instagram makes it homemade. You can see how black it is.
I could vouch for that
Smells,
pine tar stuff. That stuff is great for your hands.
Well,
Yeah, it works good.
when I was a kid, my best friend lived across the street from me, and his mom and stepdad were really, really big into softball. They played in the local leagues there, like all of them. And his stepdad had a rag with pine tar on it that he always carried. And we'd take that out when we played baseball and put it on our hands and put it on the ball and stuff. But I love the smell of pine tar. It smells like summer to me now. It smells like being out in the yard
This
and
stuff
playing
here
baseball.
works the best. It's wicked whack.
Okay. What's it? Is it pine
And
tar?
no, this is just regular. It's got coconut oil, shea beer oil, beeswax, vitamin E, and some kind of honey in it. But
That doesn't bring back my childhood memories, man.
Yeah.
I need
man,
that
it don't have no smell or nothing.
pine
But it
tar.
works great. But that stuff over there, it smells exactly like a pine tar. Yeah.
Well, I've always had a problem in the wintertime with dry skin. My fingers
Yeah.
will split on the ends and stuff. And it was especially bad when I worked on the warehouse on the dock because I was constantly handling cardboard and stuff with just wicks the moisture out of
Yeah.
your hands. So, but it's not been as bad this winter. I work from home now and I work inside, so I'm able to constantly keep putting lotion on my
Maintain.
hands and stuff. Yeah. But I hate it. I hate when I get those little splits on the ends of my fingers. Can't.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Luckily,
So-
I've been fixed by the weather.
Especially when you get it on your two fingers that you use to hold the pouch with.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So one of you, I think Chris, I can't remember if it was you, but I'm gonna accuse you of it. Said said that you wouldn't be ready for a tournament anytime soon when I was messaging you or something. Was that
Yep.
you?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
I'm still gonna go.
Well, but that's why I'm telling you, if you're ready to get on here and chat, you're ready for a tournament because
Oh, yeah.
that's the most important part of it. And that's what I want to kind of do these for is to kind of show like what it's like there. You know, we get around the fire, and especially I have found that if the later you can stay into the evening, the better time you have and the more ingrained in the community you get, because that's when the tournament really happens. It's not on the woods course. I mean, that's when the shooting and scoring happens, but the tournament is when everybody's getting together and doing what we're doing. And it's not just talking about slingshots. So that's what I wanted to kind of put these chats together for, was to kind of show that on YouTube to whoever's interested in seeing it, so that people like you will know that you are ready to come to a tournament, as long as you're ready to have a good time and just come bullshit with a bunch of people.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. Just playing with your slingshot and bullshitting.
Yep.
And
Leon,
them
were
guys
you?
ain't just like Nathan Masters that owns Simple Shot. He's so chill, you wouldn't realize he owned Simple Shot.
Yeah. Now, I mean, everybody there is there for the same thing, and it's to have a good time. It's just to have a good time with like-minded people because, I mean, it is kind of an odd hobby. Most people, when you say slingshots, are kind of,
It's a throwback. Yeah.
But that's, I've always liked odd, weird things. You know, I was into freestyle bike riding in the 80s. You know,
Skateboarding.
I've always been into the different stuff, and this is just my.
You had a blowgun. I had a blowgun.
Yeah, no, I want one. Yeah, I'm wanting to get into the shepherd slings because she's over in the corner, but we got a new little golden retriever pup, and she's I think she's about 12 weeks old now. But I want to start using the shepherd slings to throw tennis balls for her.
Oh yeah.
Did you see Rock Chucker's channel?
I don't think so.
He makes the shepherd slings. He's been sending them to some people.
Okay, well, I don't know. I may, because I have subscribed to a couple of the.
The shepherd sling, that's the one that's on a stick and you swing the stick.
Well,
Or is it just the sling with
It's
the
just
string?
two pieces of cord with a pouch in the middle,
I think
and you
I
just
think
hold
those
it
are.
and you.
I think
Like
the
go to the
one
one
that's on a
side that goes
stick
sliding.
has a specific name, but they're both, I think, kind of shepherd slings. Like
Yeah, they're
they're
kind of
Yeah,
both
it's the same
short
similar.
timing.
concept, just a different method of.
Yeah, I don't want the stick. I just want the. I just want the thing.
And put it
Actually,
in your pocket.
I want to try to get a wide frame. I may use my Scout X. Is that the bigger one? The Scout X? I can't
Yeah.
remember. I may use that, but if it's not big enough, I'll try to find something bigger and make something. But just an actual slingshot that I can use and put some big bands on, and put a big tennis ball sized pouch in there to throw for her, because I think that'll be a lot of
I have a
fun.
novelty slingshot. Manny Knives sent me. It's an old wooden one, and it's probably that wide with a big pouch on it like that.
Oh, it's one of the, I know which ones you're talking about.
Okay.
I've seen those before. I think
What
those are for,
Yeah, it's a novelty slingshot.
we have when I the first year that I was really into slingshots, my wife bought me a novelty slingshot that's for cats. I mean, it's just a little wooden handmade frame. It's got some tubes and just a cheap plastic leather pouch, but it's got these little dense wool balls that are about that big, and my cats go crazy for that. I mean, if they see one of those balls or they see me holding that frame, they just go nuts and start circling me and meowing and stuff. And so, I mean, if they like it that much, I imagine a golden retriever would enjoy it. Um,
Yeah,
I,
ATM Mark got one of them shepherd slings and throws his ball to his dog with it.
Was he? Okay. Yeah, what made me think of it was, and you asked about if I was subscribed to that one guy. I don't know. I may be. I'm subscribed to a few, but I don't really know the names of them. But there was a guy that I was watching, and he was throwing tennis balls at a tennis court, like up against the fence just for practice, throwing a
Yeah.
back, like as a backstop. And I never even thought about throwing them, because all the videos I'd seen up to that point, people had been throwing rocks, the little round stones,
that made me want to do that in the squash court.
Oh, the squash court. Yeah, I played racquetball for a long time, and I enjoyed playing racquetball. Squash, that's that little thing.
That's what racquetball is when you do inside an enclosed area, right?
Well, they both are, but squash
Oh.
is hard. That little ball, it's not even a ball. It's like a little beanbag thing that I don't
Okay,
know.
no, then I did racquetball.
Racquetball, yeah, I like racquetball too. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. But I saw people doing it at a tennis court. But yeah, then when I got the golden retriever, I thought that'd be a lot of fun to do that with her. Plus, I have a GoPro that I really don't do anything else with, and so I'd like to get one of the harnesses maybe and put it
That'd
on
be
her
cool, yeah.
when she's
Figure
big.
you,
When she's
somebody
big
talked
enough.
about
That'd be
using
neat.
regular chest harness.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody has mentioned that maybe one, and I do have one of those that I've never used. What were you gonna say, Leon?
I said that'd be pretty neat watching off the dog's view.
Yeah, yeah. Right now we've got so much snow on the ground that she does. She looks like a gazelle trying to go to the bathroom, just leaping. So
Man, I
yeah,
can't believe you guys got more snow than we did.
yeah. I hate it. Well, I worked outside for over 20 years, and so I'm just not a fan of snowy, icy weather anyway. And I thought that whenever I quit being an outside worker and started working inside from home, that it wouldn't bother me as much, but I still hate it.
Yeah, weather PTSD.
No, yeah, I guess so. I do.
How do you think I feel? I grew up in LA.
Did
I
you?
live up in the mountains here.
Yeah. So I don't really watch the news. I just kind of avoid it because it's not interesting. But I have caught wind that there's a bunch of fires going on out there, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really about all I know. They're right in
Same
downtown
here.
or something? Oh,
I think my buddies are keeping me in touch. It's just fires that got out of control.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Was it wildfires?
Some wildfires that got into the city limits, and then it is just dry, windy conditions. The Santa Ana winds will pick up. Them gusts are crazy. Yeah. Like some like older homes over there don't hold up to the wind, so it just carries the fire.
Yeah.
And that's
And
basically
they're so packed together out there.
It's just they're so one house burns,
nothing to
8
stop
houses
it.
burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've never been to California. I've been to the Pacific Northwest, the coast up there, but Southern Oregon's about the farthest south I've made it down there. So I don't know. I didn't. Is it pretty densely populated there?
Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't go back to the city. Not like that. The closest stop sign or stoplight for me is 5 miles away. The second closest is 15 miles away. I'm not going back to the city. No,
Yeah.
it's congested. You could smell people. That's how tight it
Well,
is.
we actually just last week, my sisters and I sold the property that we grew up in. My mom passed away last June or last May, and so we finally got all the legal stuff squared away and sold the property. And it's the first time in my life. And mom and dad had, um, I don't know, about 10 acres of wooded land there on
Oh
their property that I grew up on. So it was like having a state park in your backyard.
yeah.
We had a cave behind our barn, and just it was just great to grow up in, and I've always had that available to me because my mom never moved from there, and so we sold that last week, and I hadn't been
Oh
down.
man.
I hadn't been down there up there in the woods for a couple of years, and I could have went anytime, but just knowing I don't have access to it anymore,
Yeah.
it's just got me itching to go out in the woods or go hiking somewhere.
Yeah. Well, if you ever find your way out here, there's plenty of woods in my backyard. You'll love.
Yeah, same.
Well, as soon
Closest
as
stoplight to him is in Broad Top by the Eagles Nest and the end of the gas
That's
station.
I live right. Eagles Nest is in my backyard.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep. I used to come over there all the time.
um, I know that we were coming back from Washington D.C. one time. Not my wife, but this was years and years ago. I was with some other people. We were driving back from Washington D.C. and we took a wrong turn there at Pittsburgh, I think. We were trying to head west and go like towards Dayton and stuff, but it was a really bad thunderstorm and we couldn't see the road signs. So we didn't realize we had taken a wrong turn at Pittsburgh until we ended up in like Toledo, I think it was. So, yeah, I'm not super great with Pennsylvania geography.
Um. Yeah. I still get lost. I couldn't give you directions. I'm like, you see, yeah, turn right at the McDonald's. That's the kind of directions I give. So don't ask me.
um,
Closest McDonald's to you is clear over in Roaring Springs.
I was like, closest one to me is in Bedford or Everett.
Everett, yeah. But I mean, Roaring Springs would probably be, yeah, Everett's closer. You're right.
Yep.
I used to
um,
date a girl over there by on Racetown Lake.
Okay. Yeah. I'm right in between everything.
Yeah, I know where you're at.
so I pulled up, let's see if I can go ahead and share it. Uh, here. I don't know. No, okay. I'll just tell you. I pulled up the Slingshot
I can
calendar.
see it now. I can see
Oh, you
it.
can?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
see it.
Yep.
So I pulled that up because we were talking about the dates of it earlier, and that is looks like the 19th through the 21st this year. Um, yeah, you guys should definitely try to make it over to that one as well. That's a really good one, and it's not that far from you. Uh,
I'll have to talk the wife into that one.
and I'm gonna try to make it down to Alabama here in April.
I don't know if Matt's gonna have that one.
Well, that was going to be my next question, but I didn't know if anybody knew that. I know that their family's having some problems, and his wife in particular. So is that going to maybe be put on
Yeah,
hold?
he posted that. Depending on how she's doing, a lot better.
Okay,
They
good.
she's out of the coma and off the ventilator, I think.
Okay.
and
Well,
alert.
Oh,
So
that's always great.
good. Yeah.
it's just rehab recovery now.
Well,
But
like I said, I don't really get on the Facebook side of social media that much, but I was aware that they had started a GoFundMe for her, and I guess that's
yeah,
still up. So
yeah,
I'll try to put the link to that along the bottom of the screen here.
I posted it a couple places for them,
Have
and
you?
Danny Stroud has been keeping me more informed that way. Matt only has to send it to a couple people, and then we all get the information. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I hate that for their family, and that definitely is
Yeah,
understandable if they have to, not have the tournament. That's nothing compared to your family. But
yeah,
but
exactly.
my plans were and are, if it still happens, is to go to that. But yeah, the next one after that, I guess, is East Coast. But so can you guys still see my screen?
Yeah, I can still see it.
Okay, so they don't
Yeah,
have it listed on here. Um,
Oh,
so
East
far.
Coast they haven't put up the dates yet,
Yeah.
but usually it's the end of May, last weekend in May.
Okay. So we're going to be leaving, uh, I think, on Sunday the 18th, and then, oh geez, coming back on the 28th. And I wanted to come back then because I thought the tournament would be around the first, but it would be really awesome. It'd be awesome for me if they pushed it a week back further, maybe, so I could get some rest. Um, but
Whew.
whatever the case, I'm going to try to be there because that's one I've missed so far every time.
It's one of the biggest ones so far, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. And that's what, when I first got into slingshots and started watching it on YouTube, like I think everybody else does these days, that I saw the videos that, Kelvin from Foam Flip, he's made a few videos of tournaments. He has a
Okay.
foamflip.com. Um, he's made a few tournament videos I really enjoyed watching, and Fowler and a few other people. And it just looked like so much fun to me that from the first time I watched those, I wanted to go do that and hang out. And, because I, I can't find like one person in my real daily life that enjoys slingshots that much. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
same.
Somebody will
Or
come shoot
RCs.
with me every once in a while, but to have a whole gaggle of them right there in the same place at once, that just
Oh, yeah.
sounds like a lot of fun to me. And it
That's
is,
like going to the hobby shop. Yeah.
yeah, it is a
Yeah,
lot.
exactly.
So, well, gentlemen, I am
Just
going
you,
to. Oh, go ahead. Did you have something else to say?
just especially when you get Tim Henry with and all them, they bring all their frames and stuff for sale, and
Oh yeah,
you can
yeah,
actually get a hold of it and feel it and play with it before you purchase it.
exactly. And
Yeah, that's always
it's
great.
just neat to meet everybody. Everybody's there and they're in a good mood because they're having fun.
I
Um,
need a new frame, like I need a hole in my head. I got probably 250.
I don't have that many, but yeah, I've got some that I haven't been able to get out and shoot yet because of the snow. So I'm not going to
Yeah, I got
buy.
a couple from Dave that are sitting here that I haven't got out to shoot yet.
I
They're just
got a few from
itching.
Dave. I don't want to shoot because they're too pretty.
Yeah, I got a few in there from him that I shoot them all.
He
It's
made me some pickle forks. Well, he made me a really beautiful pickle fork, and then he made me a practice one that was just micarta, so I wouldn't tear the pretty one up. But the micarta one
Did you
was
get
so
the one?
nice.
You got the one with the pumpkins on it, didn't you?
Yeah, I got that one too. It's down in my garage. Yeah, he gave me
Yeah,
that.
I'm kind of pragmatic like that. Like if I get something, I'm planning on using it, and for me to
Yeah.
have like, yeah, it'll have to be really special. Like my RCs, I use them. If I don't, it's a shelf queen, and I don't have any of those.
Well, but
So for a
I,
slingshot to be that great, where you, Must
You
be
know,
you.
but the older
I got a couple that are shelf queens.
I was gonna say, the older I've gotten, the more that whatever you want to call it, shelf queen, whatever, I don't care. I think that it's absolutely fine
Oh
to
no, no,
enjoy
I haven't found mine yet.
no, I know. I'm just saying
Oh,
to
you will.
enjoy the collecting aspect of the hobby. You know, I used to think, oh, I don't want to buy them just to have a shelf full of them. Now I'm like, no, I do exactly that. I want to buy them to have a shelf full of them.
I
And
got a
Yep.
shelf full of Star Trek ships. So
yeah,
I mean, I collect things. Yeah.
yeah. And
Yep.
some of them are just beautiful works of art, you know?
Like this here's the one I had made. That's my own design, and I had it put into CAD and machined out.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool.
I call it the Squatcher. I only had 10 made, and they're all gone. So I'm thinking about having another batch made. But Dave's also getting on the bandwagon. He's thinking about making them out of G10, a
Oh,
little
is he?
bit bigger, like a 60 millimeter size. Because this is actually pickle fork dimensions. It's under 2.5, and the gap's under half inch in the middle. But I had
Yeah,
one Cerakoted, and it is beautiful. I'll never shoot that one.
I'm gonna have
To
to
grab it.
I'm gonna have to wrap this up here in the next few minutes because I got to go let the dog out and take
Yeah,
care
yeah.
of a
Oh,
few
that's
other
good.
chores. But I wanted to address a couple things. You talked about Dave getting on the bandwagon. You need to get him on the bandwagon of getting on here and chatting with us. Um, he acts
I'll work
like
on getting him on here.
he acts like he doesn't know how to use Zoom, but he messaged me. I'm working the night shift right now, and he messaged me last week one morning at about 7:30 in the morning, and he said, "Can I FaceTime you?" And he FaceTimed me, and we sat there and talked. I was getting off work, and next thing I knew, it was a little after 9 in the morning, and I got to bed late that morning, and so I know the old man knows how to use technology.
Oh yes, he does.
So
He likes to talk just like we do too. And Dave
so
goes,
On his terms,
"You
though,
got
right?
time to call? If you got time to call me, you got to make sure you have time to call him because it's a 2 hour phone call."
well, I like to, I'm not a people person with people I don't have anything in common with, but
Yeah,
Right,
it's hard
I
to.
we
agree
can sit
there.
down and talk about this stuff. I can talk to anybody about the stuff I like. Hey, before we go, there is one more thing I wanted to ask you specifically, Leon. I think you were the one talking about it. Um, the you were talking about somebody from Canada that you were messaging or watching, and not ATO Mark. I know him, but there was somebody else you mentioned. I thought
Jason?
Jason. Is that Redbeard? Uh,
No. That's Redbeard Nolan. He's from around here. But there's Colton up there that does Black Pine. He makes the Pulse. And then there's Shane MacArthur that does Island Made Slings that I talked to up there too.
well, I wasn't talking. Yeah, I know those guys, but I wasn't talking specifically about slingshots. I've been interested in some bushcraft or bushcrafty type stuff lately, and I
Ah,
watched a lot of Redbeard. I can't remember the channel name. It's Redbeard.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know exactly who you're talking
he's
about.
from around where you're at.
I'm trying to think of his name.
I
Yeah,
thought I
he
thought he
changed
was.
his channel name.
I thought he said he was from Canada. I heard one time on
Yeah,
there.
he is. He is. That one is. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
Well,
now that I know who you're talking about.
yeah, I'd be interested in chatting with him sometime. He just seems like an interesting guy, and I like his videos. If either one of you guys know him, try to
no,
get hold of
Yeah, I
him.
can send him a
can't say that
message
I
on
do.
Instagram.
Okay, because yeah, I couldn't find an email for him on YouTube, and I'm not Facebook friends with him. I don't know his real name, but yeah, I like his
Yeah,
videos, and so yeah, get a hold of that
I'll
guy.
get you in contact with him.
Yeah, have him come in here and chat with us. All right, gentlemen. Well, I've had a good time. I hope
Oh, same here.
hope you guys have enjoyed it. Well,
Oh,
cool.
Yes,
definitely.
sir.
Been looking forward to it for a while.
Well, excellent. Hey, Chris, you want to do some camera chat some night
Yeah,
or
definitely. You
day?
just hit me up.
I'm gonna put it on my other channel. And Leon, you're welcome to as well. I don't know if you're interested in cameras and videography and all that, but you're welcome to join
I'm
us.
interested in seeing the final product of it, but I don't get into doing it.
All right. Well, we may do
That's a
some of
whole
those.
other hobby.
Yeah. I enjoy it though. So yeah, we'll do some of those some night. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Well, I appreciate it. And
Same.
send me your addresses and I'll send you some of these stickers and stuff for
We'll do.
All right, Andrew.
cool. All right.
Appreciate
It's
it.
been a lot of fun, gentlemen. And
All right.
all
It was a
right.
pleasure.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
All right, later.
See ya.